Check out the speed and convenience of this electric hydraulic car jack. No more manual wrenches or levers needed for pumping. And really, the price, honestly, I don't find it expensive, but I'll talk to you more about that later. But Frady, that little red car lifts anything? Well, how about this pickup truck? I'm going to lift it later with that same device. This kit, which you can keep permanently in the trunk of your vehicle, has everything you need for a worry-free long road trip. Day or night. It's a 3-in-1, yes, because it can save you from 3 emergencies, or it can help you with 3 types of emergencies. All 3 can happen at once, and you'll understand more later, or the 3 can be 3 types of emergencies independently. It will save you from those types of situations that ruin your day, that are a nuisance, that make you late for work, that give you headaches. And it's going to do it much faster and with less energy. And the interesting thing is that this is just one of the emergency situation functions, of which this kit is going to help you with. It has 2 more very interesting ones you'll love. I will tell you who this is useful for, the buyer's profile, and who it's not useful for. Let's head to the studio where I'll explain the details of what this is all about. This AliExpress product is delivered to your home in its original packaging. I'm going to show you something I really liked. The case. The case has a very good presentation. It says before. But look, on this side, you have an emergency triangle, a warning triangle, so that when you're changing a tire, it's useful for you. It's an additional safety feature, those that you have to place 50 meters perpendicular to the vehicle for safety reasons. And it also has a Velcro, so that when you have it in the back of the vehicle on the carpet, it's not dancing from one side to the other while you carry it. Let's go to open it, the case, like what I said, quite compact. Here you have the electric hydraulic jack. Let's take it out. It came with the lamination. There you have it. You have the impact gun, the 2 most important components, I would say, of the electric hydraulic jack kit. Impact gun with this phosphorescent green color, like I mashed there. It matches with the shirt, t-shirt, or jersey I'm wearing right now. What else does it have? Well, do you have the power? It connected to the 12-volt port or the cigarette lighter to power the hydraulic jack. It's practically what you need. However, it has something additional, and that is these clamps, these connection clamps of the electric hydraulic jack. But they go directly to the battery. I'll demonstrate precisely how to do it. Here's how to connect it straight to your vehicle's battery instead of the cigarette lighter. You place the clamps on the negative and positive terminals, and you can now place your connector there. We can see that it has power, and you simply remove the cable, and you have the cable ready to connect the electric hydraulic jack. Do you have the couplings for the nuts or the 2-size bolts? Different? And this is also interesting, and it's one of those flashlights that adjust or fit on the head. It comes with its band in case you need to do some work late at night because the kit comes complete. With all that, did you forget to bring a flashlight? There you have your little flashlight, so you can fit it on your head and you can do the work without any problem. This coupling is for you to place it on this part. It serves as protection and adds a little bit of height, also in case it's a larger vehicle. And you have your gloves, because when removing a tire, you can get your hands dirty. So it's important to have a pair of gloves there so you don't get dirty. If you're someone who doesn't use gloves, even when your hands bleed, then go ahead without them. This is the on and off. In other words, the switch to turn it on or off. Here you have the hydraulic jack, which is the first thing I want to show you. And to raise it a little higher, you should do this, unscrew it, and if it's a vehicle a little taller than the conventional height of a vehicle. It even adds, I'm going to tell you exactly how much it adds. Approximately, it adds 3 more inches. That's 8, almost 9 centimeters, 8.5 centimeters. Once it's like this, proceed. Let's say you place the hydraulic jack at the point where you're going to be able to lift the vehicle on the chassis, and you press the up, up, and down button. Obviously, it's up, down. Is it to raise it or to lower it? I'm going to start the clock so we can see how long it takes to go up to the top, and then we do the measurement of how much height it gives you. We're going to try to do it there at the same time. There it is going up. Okay, there, about 1 minute 13 seconds, because there were like 2 or 3 seconds that took me longer. The noise keeps making it, and you can stop or pause it from the up or down button depending on how you want to do it. It's already paused. But approximately, as you saw there, 1 minute 13, 1 minute 14 seconds. Let's see. Here we already have 17 inches. 17.5 inches is the height. That's approximately 44 centimeters. Here you come and connect. You already have the power, the electricity. If you want, you adjust this. Given the vehicle's height, I won't need to remove this often. You place your protector, and once you have identified the hitch point, you place it there perfectly and you start to lift it like this. Very good. You have reached the desired height. You see, you have the indicated height to be able to change the tire. Obviously, this is not a tire, it's not a flat tire, but you can see how the electric hydraulic jack operates. So this is, let's say, one of the things that will get you out of an emergency twice as fast as if you were to do it with a manual jack or a trolley jack. What is the lifting capacity and vehicle type? How heavy does it need to be to use half the energy? Well, it has a capacity to lift up to 5 tons. That's important, and the car needs to be on for it to work. If you connect it from the 12-volt port cigarette lighter, yes. Normally, yes. If not, you can connect it directly to the battery with the clamps, and there you have direct current, so it doesn't have to be on. An important fact, always use a support tower or safety tower, especially when working under the car. Are you using the hydraulic jack? Always use a support tower. I don't have it here. This is a test unit, but the recommendation is relevant. Now let's talk about the second function, or the second emergency, the second solution for the second emergency, which is the air compressor. Do you have the compressor gate here? We take out the hose. And this is the ball that the child's deflated. We put the valve on and we're going to inflate. Right away. Wow, this was so fast, wasn't it? We didn't even have to use fast forward. You can now execute your headshots there. Side throw, shot at the frame and goal. In addition to the needle for the ball or the ball, you have here, look at this, other nozzles. This can be to inflate a float, for example. Here you have another nozzle to use with the air compressor. You also have a key. Allen. Additional tools, let's say, or added benefits that you have with this tool. This electric hydraulic jack, and you have a couple of spare fuses. How beautiful. And the next function, because it's a 3-in-1, is the light. You have a little bulb that points upwards. I already tell you what that can be used for. And the front light, where do you turn it on? You turn it on from here, from this button, and there you have a good light. When night catches you, and you have one of these emergencies that is a nuisance, a headache, well, you have good lighting for it. When inflating a tire using the tire compressor from the Beaver kit, you can also use the light from the same unit as a complement. And this little bulb that points upwards is for when it's night. Visibility is difficult. Look how well it points upwards. To find the lifting point, the hitch point where you're going to place the electric hydraulic jack and thus lift the vehicle. So a flashlight is never superfluous, very useful. But if that light you have here is not enough, remember that you also have the additional bonus of the light, which you can hook on your head, and there you have more illumination. It also has a flashing light pattern in case you need to use it. Now let's discuss another crucial element included in your kit, the impact gun. In case you have an emergency, if you get a flat tire or puncture the rubber, as they used to say here, puncture. Let me know there in the comments even, how do you say it in your country, our Cuban friends? Here in Miami, they say puncture a rubber. That's how they say puncture a tire, the wheel, tell me there. And in what specific country do they say? But, well, with the impact gun, you connect it using the same connector that goes to the cigarette lighter or to the vehicle's battery, and you already have the current of the impact gun. You have an extra small light for nighttime use. It will guide you along with the lights on the electric hydraulic jack. This complementary light includes 2 different sized couplings. Any specification that, even though I've tried to cover almost everything, you can look up anything I didn't mention. The description of this video, in the link, there will be all the information. But while you put the impact gun to work from here, from this button, this is where you activate the command to screw or unscrew. And that was the theory part. Now let's go to the practical part, or the practical use of the impact gun. To unscrew one of the nuts from this tire, there it is, very simple, very easy to use. Then repeat the operation with the other bits or nuts, and then to screw it on, change the direction. You adjust the direction on the impact gun there. You have to do it very carefully to avoid cross-threading. If you don't feel very confident, then I recommend you do it manually, but really the use is quite practical and very fast. Well, what happens if I need to connect the impact gun? This is still connected, but both use the same connector. If disconnected, will it stop working in full? You can confidently disconnect it. Absolutely nothing will happen. Then you connect your impact gun, you already have the power, and you do your job without a problem. Very good. The construction is generally made of hard plastic. However, the contact surface that goes to the road, the highway, the asphalt, or wherever, is a steel plate. It's a solid metal plate.